We are now learning that while fewer people visited Maine last year, they spent more money.
That is according to a new report released just today at the annual Maine Tourism Conference. In tonight's top story at 5, News Center Maine's Alex Haskell has a deeper look at those numbers from Rockport.
Business owners and state tourism leaders are inside the Samoset Resort. Top of mind is this latest tourism report, which helps them know what to expect in the year ahead.
It's a livelihood for so many people.
Tony Cameron is president of the Maine Tourism Association. He says there's no denying the importance of tourism in Maine.
So last year was a pretty decent season.
At this year's Maine Tourism Conference, Cameron has released last year's tourism report. It shows visitation in 2025 dropped by 4.4%, but even with fewer visitors, total economic impact rose by 1.2%, reaching more than $16 billion. It also shows tourists spent 3.2% more on accommodations, close to 6% more on groceries, and 1.1% less at restaurants.
We were certainly down in Canadian visitation last year.
And looking ahead, he expects some of that decline to continue. He also points to uncertainties impacting other travelers, including high gas prices and global events.
Anything that happens in the world globally, internationally, we're always very concerned about. Everything can impact travel.
But not everyone is worried, like Steve DeMillo, owner of DeMillo's on the Water in Portland.
Tourism always comes to our area. Doesn't really matter who's in the White House, who's in the Plain House, how much gas costs.
But he says business owners are feeling pressure elsewhere.
All of our expenses, energy and labor, of course, and food prices are up so high.
While those costs continue to climb, state leaders say they're focused on keeping Maine attractive to visitors.
The focus, I think, more than anything, has been on expanding our storytelling and really helping people feel connected to this place.
And despite some uncertainty, tourism leaders say they're feeling positive about the season ahead.
The demand to travel is still there, and we're pretty optimistic that we'll have a decent season.
The conference wraps up Wednesday with more educational seminars and a keynote speaker. In Rockport, Alex Haskell, News Center, Maine.